Welcome back everyone, I'm the Depressed Dior and this is Divinity Original Sin 2. Looks like my last video was actually a little shorter than expected. That's okay. Let's break some soul jars and get in trouble. Alright, so that summons 3 skeletons. One's all the way up here. He'll probably teleport down to fight us. Master Guardian, Blade Master Guardian. Traitorous Guardian. Okay. Go ahead and apply this buff. See if I can just hit them both. There we go. Nice crit. I really hope... yeah, I can't get a line of sight on him. Alright, so what we'll do instead is teleport you on top of him.
Prepare yourself.
Then zap you both. Well, actually, first I'll haste you.
Prepare yourself.
Then I'll zap you both. Wow, backlash missed. I'm surprised. Alright, that's one down.
I'll yield to none. Prepare.
Watch your step, Lose. Alright. Magical shield. #11 Constitution, level 4 shield. Pretty awesome. But we don't use shields. Alright. This one's going to be a tougher one. So let's get ready for it. Alright. Yep, this time there are 4 of them. And they are kind of all over the place. Alright, I can take care of 2 of them. So I'll take care of 2 of them right off the bat. turn. Alright, next. Can I do anything with teleport? I can grab you. Get you over here.
Glory is mine.
I usually had an easier time with this fight because both my characters had teleport by now. But that's okay. Peace of mind. Alright. Taking a bit of damage, not the end of the world. Alright, so what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to step here. Whirlwind. Battering ram. Alright, and then for you...
Doesn't it?
Oh, thank you. I don't know what you're doing. No idea what you're doing.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, easy enough. Magical Dwarven Staff, level 4. More Rain Scrolls.
You sense a great whirl of energy within the jar. From its depths, a faint voice howls. This must be the container that holds Lord Withermore's soul.
Withermore held his end of the bargain. We should hold ours.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I guess he technically did give us the secret passage to work with. His soul has been ensnared so long, he deserves freedom.
The jar smashes to smithereens on the floor.
We destroyed Lord Withermore's soul jar, freeing his soul. Okay, let's go ahead and waypoint travel back to the square. Need 9,600 more experience. Or 9,600. I think that's what I said. I don't remember. Past few days have been a little bit of a blur. And we're going the entirely wrong direction. We need to go this way.
We have help.
Wither? Wake up! Please!
With a Morg's Girdle, 7 physical armor, and +1 memory. I could give that to Losa and get another skill slot, but I don't like relying on memory items, because then if I unequip them, I can't use skills. Alright, that's it for, well... I could try to see if I can buy another book, but I don't think that's really going to be possible. So, instead, let's go back to the dungeon. Hey, the cat's back. Alright, so we knocked out that. When do I talk to them?
The creature before you stares with sightless eyes and leans from side to side, like a puppet without strings.
Looks so unhappy, I wish there was something I could do.
That's an abomination, is what it is. I can't stop staring at it.
Yeah. I agree. Alright. Anything else we're missing? Alright, let's go say hi to these guys.
What the flying hell? Karen, you said this way was clear.
So yeah, that one guy we accidentally killed when we were fighting the Houndmaster. He would mention that there's this dock here that you can escape out of, and he's been trying to get help sorcerers escape. And he would tell you like essentially like a password or something, like say like something like Mistress something sent you or something like that. And you can use it in this particular situation. And from what I can tell, it doesn't help you at all, because these guys are not on your side, so they're going to attack you anyway.
But that's what the log said, sir. No one's authorized to be here.
Well, the log was wrong, you idiot. I hope for your sake no one will miss him.
Demand to know why he and his lackey are threatening that child.
This is strictly a divine order matter. Very, very strictly.
Alright, kid runs off. God, I usually, it's always an accident, but it's awesome when it happens, when everything just explodes. Alright, but I don't actually want to keep everything exploded, so let's just rain. And primitive harpoon, another shield, razzle dazzle grenade. Oh, battle stomp. Unfortunately, we already know it. Hello, I didn't see that painting before.
A boat. I'd thank the divine, but, well...
Fishing rod.
The boy stands back from you, steady eyes narrowed in a wary stare.
Who are you?
Tell him you're a sorcerer who wants to get the hell out of Fort Joy.
What a coincidence. Me too. You helped me out just there, so let me return the favour. You want to get out of here? I've a boat here with plenty of room. Let's go.
Ask Khan where he'll be steering the boat.
There's a place not far from here that's safe enough for our kind. It's out in the swamps. Ain't a home, but you can breathe for a minute and figure out what to do next. Let's go already.
Ask Khan how he ended up down here.
Came in to help someone escape and got nabbed before I could sneak back out. I'd ask you the same question, but we're a little short on time here.
Ask him who he was looking for inside Fort Joy.
Guy named Verdas. He was close to some people I know. I was too late, though.
Tell Han you saw what happened to Verdas. Unpleasant, to say the least.
The Magisters got him. They left precious little of him behind.
Say it's time to move. More Magisters could come at any moment.
You're telling me. Jump in the boat and I'll take the oars.
We met a boy called Han who was looking for someone named Verdas, but arrived too late. As we could see ourselves, Verdas was beyond help. So, if we want to leave now, we can just jump on the boat and leave, but we're not done here. There's plenty more Magisters that need to die.
That smell. I think I'm going to be sick.
We have discovered a slaughterhouse known as the Flinster's Playground, where Magisters torture sorcerers. Ah, the jar of mind maggots. So, the reason I bought that grenade case is if you can't find this, it's also worth a lot of money just by itself. With an empty grenade, it becomes a mind maggot grenade that will charm all in an 8-meter radius for 4 rounds, assuming they don't have any magic armor. It's also a very expensive grenade. It's probably going to be one of those things like a Mega Elixir where I never use it. Also, we don't need this orange anymore. You can't sell it anyway. Alright, bloody chain gloves, which requires finesse. Oh, did not expect that to actually open. So, I think it's based off what door you come in from. Or maybe if you went and fought someone Yeah, because I think I came in through that door before, and I was able to do it, but I came in through that back door that's up north. Sorry, not north. What direction is that? That is east. And they immediately attacked me. So pull a squeaky red ball out of your satchel and squeeze it.
The hounds perk up and stare intently at the ball in your hand.
Put it back in your pocket. Throw the ball.
The hound grabs the ball mid-air and squeaks it joyously.
Get 2200 experience out of that. And they leave you alone. So there's a chest up there. I didn't realize I already had a key for all this. Master's crossbow, level 4, requires 11 finesse, which we don't have right now. So I definitely need to upgrade Losei's finesse. Alright, medicinal uses of Divinity, Resurrection Scroll, bunch of books, tattered book, journal, Hubert's Encyclopedia 23 and 17, elaborate cage key. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. Unfortunately, my mouse still double clicks. Especially when given food is highly unpalatable. If the patient must be convinced to partake of the food, a sprinkling of Divinity will transform the fare from repulsive in the mind of the patient to highly savory. A looping hand has circled the word repulsive and written sorcerer beneath it. Son against father, death in the Elflands, a dramatic retelling of true events. Lucian the Divine and his adopted son Damien stand square-shouldered before each other, alike not in visage but in determination. What have you been to me these years? Damien said. I am your father. It was I who saved you. I who loved you. Lucian said. Damien said, "Love, you denied me everything I am, my true nature, the woman I loved. You would have seen me clean-cheeked, clinging, castrated if it meant I caused you no trouble. I am no Alexander." Lucian, my boy, Lucian says, "My boy, your words bite into me in vipers. Please say no more." And Damien ends it with, "You made me silent all my life. I'll stay silent no more." Tatty book. The book is pasted full of clippings of pamphlets and circulars, a collage of recent events. Danger done. Divine duels Damien and deals death to dark dealers. Here we mourn our fallen father, the divine Lucian. He sacrificed himself in the war against the ring. Lucian's day to be rededicated. Who will rise to take the divine's place? Elven refugees storm villages, homeland uninhabitable, cannibals unwelcome. Pete Paws Pie from Graham's childhood to your table. Journal. Logbook. Master Geraldine Ritter. Day 230. Lucian leading charge to front, heading toward Elfland. Day 231. Lucian parlayed with Damien. No peace for father and son. Day 232. Had no idea about Death Fog. Everything dead. Everything. Black Ring, but Lucian too. What? Day 233. Returning to Arx. I guess we won. With the defeat of the Black Ring, people thought peace had finally come, but the Voidwoken started appearing. On Elves, in outlining the physiology, and to him at least, mysterious culture of the Elven peoples, Hubert expresses admiration and fascination, but while he is careful to note the enormity of the suffering visited upon the Elves at the culmination of the last Great War, his text smacks more of self-congratulations than of any real empathy. All may not be as it seems. The ability to change from one form to another has been the stuff of myth and legend for as long as people have told stories. While he does not rush to judgment for Cranley Hubert, the idea seems potentially heretical. He does, however, seem deeply fixated on the possibility that a man, and it may be noted that Herbert is indeed a man, may spend time as a chicken. Alright. Frost Armor Scroll. Slimy Mitts. Alright, that's everything.
A dog is quietly curled in the corner of the cage, seemingly trying to make itself as small as possible. The dog's tail wags frantically. Suddenly, it grows very still and starts to growl. It inches towards you, teeth bared, as though ready to bite, when it suddenly stops. Its tail starts to wag again. Suddenly, it lunges.
Not sure what his deal is. Alright. Give the Frost Armor Scroll to Losa. And let's get going. Oh, the crossbow, by the way, does a chance of slow and has higher accuracy. Also, using crossbows tend to have more consistent damage, but they at the cost of movement. Alright, hopefully this won't piss them off, but I'm gonna go ahead and teleport that to that room. Small crossbow. Don't think that's really an upgrade for you. No, it's not. Does slightly more damage, but I'm not going to give up movement for it. At least not yet. I usually use crossbows simply because I just find them more often. Hello, blue ring. Lucky charm again. So yeah, it doesn't happen insanely often, but it happens more often than you might think, and plenty often to, you know, warrant taking it. I'm gonna go ahead and give this to Losa, because it does have +1 Geomancer. Also has, you know, +8 magic, which is helpful. By the way, if you click on these like torture racks, you'll actually put yourself in it and start taking damage. Not exactly something you want to do. Yeah, I entered this dog room through this door and they instantly aggroed on me, so...
Bishop Alexander is looking rather regal.
Artistic license and all.
Alright, that seems to be just a regular thievery belt. Get that to Alyssa. Her armor's catching up, which is good. A history of forbidden objects. The book contains this description of several magical artifacts that have been forbidden by the Divine Order. As you flip through the book, your eye lands on this section about idols of rebirth. Infused with ancient magic, these small statues allow the wielder to return to Revellon after death. The statue grows ashen and loses all magical properties after use. Impish tinkerers were widely known to travel with such idols on a person. Some sources even suggest these tinkerers could restore the magical properties of an inert idol using the power of a restoration scroll. Meddling with the sanctity of death is a grave offense, and all idols have been destroyed and outlawed. Those with the knowledge to craft them have been duly re-educated. So we now have the recipe for a glowing idol of rebirth, which of course we have to have an ashen idol of rebirth to use, which I do know of a way of getting one. Not sure if it's worth it. Drained wand.
What is this? Some sort of magister weapon?
What a lovely little trick Dallas uncovered. It makes them so compliant, so willing. My playground has never been more flush with pleasures. She'll be glad for the advancements I've made. No one likes to play with a zombie after all. A modicum of will must remain, or where's the fun? So that was Niall's notes. And the drained wand here is just it's just a fire damage wand. Dallas seems to be quite a scholar and possesses a great deal of knowledge on ancient cryptic subjects.
And you thought Rivellon was flat?
Well, you currently have she currently has Thievery 1, so I'll see if I can pick this. Hey, it worked. It uses up the lockpick, but it's really easy to get lockpicks in this game. Okie dokie. So yeah, we got that. We got a blue dagger. Toothpick, level 4 dagger. We don't really need daggers though. But then purple boots. Yeah, this is intelligence based, so only Losa can really equip it, and yeah, poison resistance, additional movement, and gives uncanny evasion. So uncanny evasion, target character's dodging is increased by 90% and movement speed is increased by 20%. Very, very good. Alright, cool. So that actually buffed up her armor quite a bit. Particularly her magic armor. I'm not sure where I got the key to open. Oh, I didn't have the key to open that chest. That's right. All right, so we got some agitated monks and all that good stuff, and this fight will be particularly a bit more dangerous. All right, so what we're gonna do here is. Go.
Who are you, you lovely little puppy?
Well, I'm someone who's going to sell you a potato, a bunch of buckets, some pants, this thing, and 2 books. Thank you. Oh, I didn't trade it. That was my bad. I clicked the wrong thing. Correction, I'll tease you with these items, then trade them to you. There we go.
He reaches out and gently strokes your cheek.
Slap his hand away from you.
Aha! Easy. Oh, so soft, so sweet. Please, come in. Oh, do make yourself at home, won't you?
Decline his invitation and say you aim to leave immediately.
Tut tut, I won't hear anything to the contrary, and there's nowhere for you to go, love. Please stay with me in my playground.
Tell him not to further taint his soul by trying to taint your person.
You're not listening, darling. Perhaps we should start with making a little more space within those ears of yours. Come, darlings. Time to die for Papa.
Alright, so I got haste active, so that's going to hopefully make this a little bit easier. Yeah, this guy can do some pretty nasty hits with those daggers. He's dual-wielding 2 magic daggers, and one of them can silence and the other one can do something else. I don't remember what. So it's definitely very key to get him down as quickly as possible. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get this going.
I'll yield to none.
So this fight, we have the boss as well as these silent monks that will attack. They also have spells, I believe. And then these meat golems are going to be breaking their gates. And once they break the gates, they'll come after us as well. So generally a good idea to try to get away as much as possible. Alright, let's see if I can take him out. No, I won't. It'll be close. Unless I use this. Oh, I'm so close! Alright, he never swapped. So he swapped positions. A little annoying. I actually can't get to him. Well, here, I'm just gonna do this then. You can go all the way to there. See if there's any way I can get to him. No, there's just no way. I can't do it.
Glory is mine.
We're about halfway through the gates. They can do anywhere from, like, you know, 2 to 9 damage to those gates. Ah, he missed. I need to kill him. I really do. Alright. Please don't slip. Thank you. Oh, come on. Now's not the time to be missing. Yeah, he's just munching on... He's eating potatoes. He ate the potato I gave him. Alright, so he's drained life, and that's backlash. That hurts. Alright. We need to deal with you somehow. I don't really have a good way of doing it.
Glory is mine.
There we go. Hey, you lit that brazier. Good for you. Wow, their accuracy. I'm getting really lucky with those misses. Alright, I don't need to worry about you for now, because I can just CC you again. Oh, you lived. That's, slightly annoying. Hit myself. I think I hit myself with that, but that's fine because I needed to make sure all 3 of those hit him, so it would freeze him. Here, get buffed up.
I'll yield to.
Okay, gates are breaking. So the first time I did this fight, well, the first time I did this fight, I lost, but the second attempt on that, I accidentally blew up this person that's back here. Like, I had a chain of explosions just all the way down to here somehow. I don't even know how I did it. Alright, sorry, I'm getting messages. I'm freaking, gonna be having Pathfinder this, upcoming week. Alright, let's, yeah, we should be good. Oh, yeah, we're definitely good. Okay. Back away. So these, meat golems, I believe, can cause disease, and disease can hit you if you don't have any, armor up. Alright, how do I want to handle you? Alright, so this spell, you actually get multiple projectiles. It actually shows the number of projectiles you have left underneath your, the range. So we're just gonna go boop, boop, and hit myself with my own spell. Alright, so he's burning right now. He broke out. Broke out. Okay, that worked out. Okay, should be able to just ram ya. Alright, good stuff. We leveled up again. Good stuff as had by all. So we need I want to go ahead and get ourselves another rank of Arrow Thurge for now. Tend to just balance them out as best as I can. Attributes. 2 points in finesse. Do we need more magic stuff? Yes, we do. Not sure what I want to pick up, but we could use it. Nah, screw it. We're going 20 intelligence. I'm trying to think of what spells I would be picking up soon. Fireball. A bunch of earth spells. Yeah, let's go ahead and get memory. Alright, and now that she's got the extra finesse, she can go ahead and equip this crossbow, which will get her some actual decent damage at the cost of movement. And then the boots will give her +1 wits and +2 initiative, which I don't need because I just got those epic boots, so never mind. Alright, cool. Good stuff. And then for Rumia, I'm going to go ahead and take that rank of Huntsman now. I don't know. Let's see, where am I at? Okay, I have 2 open skill slots. Yeah, definitely. I'll go ahead and do Huntsman. Really, all I'm doing is taking Huntsman just for the teleport. And then for you, Wits and Strength. We're going to make this crit chance as high as possible. Okay. So, loot the bodies. There's a rose there. And this.
Are you watching this?
If you don't know what that statue is, it's a statue of a divine. Alright. And Face Ripper, which you can use to get faces if you want to disguise yourself. Unique dagger that does silence, and a unique dagger that does bleeding, and then a bunch of other junk. Some of the junk was stuff we traded to him. He ate practically all the food I gave him, which was... I didn't even know he even knew the, I didn't know he knew, Nether Swap. It's not often I see it used. Well, actually, I see it often when in a certain fight, but that's about it. We don't need that chunk of flesh. I don't know why I picked it up. To go there. Keep the loot going. Yes, even in these pile of corpses you can have Lucky Charm procs. So you might as well take advantage of every opportunity to loot things.
Don't like it down here. Don't like it at all. A bad man found me on the beach and brought me here. But I slipped away as soon as we got here. I just want to get out. The noises out there. Please help me get out. I just want to go to the beach and play with my shells again. But that grate is too heavy for me.
Alright, so that is another escape route. It's just going through the sewers. Of course, it makes you smelly for a while.
You take a deep breath. You have escaped Fort Joy at last.
If we can survive the Divine's Order's most secure prison, then we can survive whatever we may find outside.
Out of the prison camp into the bog. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Kitty cat.
The cat purrs loudly as it curls itself around your ankles. Looks like you've got yourself a new pet.
Now we get summon cat familiar. It's not super useful, but what you can do with it is it has the ability to swap positions with you. So you can summon it across like a pit or something and then swap positions and then unsummon it. I mean, it dying doesn't really do anything, you just have to resummon it. Summoning's pretty expensive, it takes 6 action points to summon, so not exactly something you can heavily rely on. Anyway, let's get back inside. Because we ain't done here yet. And she escapes. And I believe she's gone now. I don't know if she goes back to the beach or not. If you don't know who she was the girl that was messing around with little shells on the beach earlier. Alright. So, okay, that's why this is why you can't use a squeak toy. Once you fight, what's his face? These things become hostile now, the dogs. Which means I can get more experience if I want to. Move her in just so she can fight. I could have cast rain or something in the meantime, but that's not a big deal. Seeing what I can get away with. That will do. Doggy dart. Yeah, some of these dogs actually have crossbows on their backs. It is pretty silly.
I'm ready.
I got stunned. I was worried about that. Luckily you can remove it with spells like that.
I'll yield to none.
Oh, got my shiny red ball back. Alright, well, this floor's done with. Now we just need to murder everyone else. We can either go upstairs or we can go over in that direction. We'll go upstairs first.
Ought to keep well out of sight of the Magisters.
Or kill them all, whichever comes first. if you have high enough strength, you can actually take these giant paintings. They're not worth a lot, and they're super heavy, but it's, you know, free loot, so you might as well. Right now I'm actually carrying quite a bit of stuff. I can deduct some recipes from this book, but this reads more like a puzzle than a recipe. I will have to experiment with it, with what I can learn from the rhymes. Fire with sharp things, and water with sea brings earth scrolls with blossoms, and air scrolls with cotton. Or other soft things you find on the roads, combined with an essence, turns paper to scrolls. Yeah, it's just saying what you can do with make spell scrolls. Not a big deal. Alright, and there's a door over here. It is locked, but what we can do is go... just teleport her inside. Unfortunately, this metal doors you can't bash open. How's my sword doing, by the way? Oh, it's doing just fine. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Divinity Original Sin 2. We're almost done with this area. See you guys next time.